What's up, guys? Obviously, it's Captain Obvious, and thank God it's Friday. I got a gameplay commentary for you guys today, and this is a new series I'm going to start called TGIF, where every Friday I'll post up a commentary about a random topic that has to do with life and things like that, not really in the games at all. Or maybe I'll tell a story, talk about a topic that has to do with the news. Maybe I'll talk about anything else that I feel is worthy to talk about. Nothing to do with gaming at all. Today's gameplay is nothing special. It's just some flawless gameplay on no shark canals. It's pretty uneventful, but just listen to the story because it's very interesting. I told this story before. I think I told it back last year in like November or something on a commentary I posted on Equinox Cinema. And it's about an October snowstorm that hit my area last October. And wow, this is a very interesting story I want to tell you guys. And it's pretty entertaining and funny to listen to, honestly, for many reasons. Now, around October, I think it was towards the end of October, like the 20th or the 21st, we were informed of a potential snowstorm that can come through our area. And most of us just blew it off because, you know, it's October. You don't have snow in Pennsylvania in October. That only happens in the Yukon. But, you know, we all blew it off. We thought that, nothing's going to happen. But all the people who are advocates of, oh, no school, there's going to be 8 inches of snow, they thought that we were going to have a snowstorm. I did not believe it at all, and we ended up having one, which was extremely surprising to both me and the rest of my family. And this was just no regular snowstorm. It was a snow blizzard. No, or just a blizzard, not a snow blizzard. It was a blizzard in October. Can you imagine that? If any of you guys live up north towards, you know, Pennsylvania, New York, Massachusetts, things like that, can you imagine a snowstorm in October? No, it's never happened for the past 11, 12 years, for as long as I've been living here. So, yeah, we had a snowstorm, and it was probably one of the worst ones I've ever been in my entire life. The worst one that I've been in was in '99, back where I used to live. That's not on topic. But in the snowstorm, it was terrible. We were out of school for, I think, 3 or 4 days. And we lost power for about 3 or 4 days, and that was absolutely terrible. My entire area, not just my living area, it's called the Lehigh Valley. If you guys want to Google it, you can see what it looks like. But it's the entire northeast mid-Atlantic region was stricken by this storm, and it was extremely intense. I've never been in a situation like this before. My family's never been in a situation like this before. I had some friends with me, and we'd never been in a situation before where we lost power for multiple days because of snow in October. So we had to do something. The storm came at, I think, early in the morning, and it went through all day on, I think it was either a Wednesday or a Thursday. And at this time, I was playing games with my friends in the basement, and they were constantly going offline. They were losing their connection, losing power, things like that. And I was just fine. I'm like, oh, the storm's not going to affect me. It's not coming. It's not hitting my power grid or anything like that. Because I live like a good ways away from the rest of my friends. I run on a completely different power grid than the rest of them. And so I did not lose power until 4 or 5 hours after they started losing it constantly. And once I lost it, it never came back. It was really, really unfortunate. And I've never been without power for more than a day, and you have to understand, I rely so heavily on my computer. I rely so heavily on my Xbox. It's probably one of the only ways I entertain myself these days. And when I lose it for 4 days and I don't even have power to charge my cell phone, it's kind of torturous. But back on topic. So it was this night, Thursday or Friday, like I said, and the storm came through. And it would not stop. It just was not stopping. I don't think it stopped until 5 o'clock that next morning. And the snow was, really, really intense. It would not stop falling. I think by the end of the storm, it was about 9 or 8 inches of snow that the storm left. And that wasn't the worst of it. Yeah, sure, okay, we had 9 inches of snow. It happens a couple times through few years. But the worst part about this was the fact that we lost power. And in October, it's not even winter yet. It's fall. Temperatures are around 45, 50 degrees where I live, normally in October. It went down to below freezing. Not below freezing, sorry. About 32, 31 degrees. I guess that is below freezing. I was thinking 0 degrees. but it went down really, really low, and we had no power. Luckily, my family, we keep candles in our house, so we lit some candles up. Our gas was still running, thankfully, so we made some spaghetti and meatballs on the stove. My one friend came over who lived in the town right next to me, and we just held out for the night. I slept in the basement with him. We got some sleeping bags. The basement was a whole lot warmer than upstairs since it's underground and we have the Earth's heat keeping us warm. I think it was like 10, 15 degrees warmer down there. It was not freezing. It was like 40 degrees. But it's still cold for October when you really don't have all your winter clothes out. And it was bad. My cell phone was at, I think it was around 30% charge. We played games on our phones until around 11 o'clock. Then we went to bed and we woke up and we had to go get breakfast. This was the hard part. We could not make breakfast because all of our food we put into coolers and out on the back deck. So that way we could keep it cold, we could keep it frozen for, whenever the power comes back and whenever we're able to eat again. So we had to go find someplace to eat. And when we went out in the morning, you could just see the devastation of the storm lift. There were trees down everywhere. There were road closures. There were power lines down. It was really, 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 really bad. But after about an hour and a half of driving around, we finally found some place to eat. And I don't think it was anything that we really would have hoped for. I think we just had like bagels or something. Or I think what may have happened, my memory is not perfect. I think we actually got lunch. It was so late that we actually had to eat lunch because we missed breakfast because we were driving around so much. And after that, it just, whoa, we had nothing to do. And I'm just going to skip this entire 5-hour period. My friend went home, and that was that. And then we had to go find dinner. And the unfortunate part was that since so many people were, snowed in, they couldn't get out of their neighborhoods because, power lines were down, trees were down, things like that. A lot of things were not open. They all had generators, all the power worked, but they had no people to work. And that was the unfortunate part. We finally found a place that had no long line, and it was a restaurant near me, over near an amusement park. And we stopped there, and we've never eaten this place before. Well, my parents have. I have not. And we went in, and the wait was like 20 minutes. And we were like one of the only ones there. I'm not kidding you. It was me, my family, and I think 4 or 5 other groups of people. The reason the wait was so long was because they were short on employees. See, I told you, these restaurants were short on employees. They eventually ran out of some food because they couldn't get shipments in. They had only one cook, so the food came really slowly. We sat there for about 2 hours. It was not the coldest place. It was warmer than my basement, which was good. But we sat there, we chatted it up, we, talked about what we're going to do that night, where we're going to go. And then we just ate, we went home, and we were like, what are we going to do? So we booked a hotel room. We went to a Residence Inn, which any of you guys do not know, it's a business hotel. It's like a suite. They have a living room, a kitchen, bedrooms, things like that. And it was the only place that would allow my dog to come. We had to bring our dog because we're not leaving our dog at home in this weather. So we had to bring my dog. We had to go here. And then we survived the night. It was awesome. We had breakfast. We woke up in the morning. It was warm. I played World of Warcraft till 3 o'clock in the morning that night. And we woke up, and then we went home to see if the power was back. It was not. And we went to get our food, and, we had nowhere to put it, so we didn't get our food, if you know what I'm saying. And then we had to decide what we're going to do that night. So we had decided that me and my brother, I'm 16, he's 14, and we decided we're going to go over to our friend's house and sleep over there. And my sister, who is 12, was going to go over to her friend's house and sleep over because they had power to live in a different neighborhood near us. And so they went there, and right as we were about to leave, power went right on. It was out of nowhere. Our microwave turned on, our oven turned on, everything just flipped on. The lights went on, the fan went. It was a miracle. We were all cheering and stuff. After almost 2 days of zero power, we got power. And then after that, it was 2 days of free-for-all. We were one of the first neighborhoods in my area to get power back on. I go to a public high school in my town, and the entire town was without power for the next 2 days. So it was awesome. I had 2 free days of no school. I just sat back, played video games, recorded gameplay. I don't think I made a single commentary that week, but yeah, it was awesome. I got out of school for 2 days. I didn't miss anything. The schedules were pushed back, and it was just a great thing because my friends came over to my house. We hung out. They had no power. They came over here. We went out for food. It was just an awesome weekend and week because of this snowstorm. It turned out to be pretty cool. I enjoyed it, and then we had no snowstorms for the rest of the winter. It's March right now, and it hasn't snowed yet. We haven't had any serious snowstorms at all. I think it snowed once for about 4 inches of snow, and that was my major snowstorm of the year. That happened in October, and halfway through autumn, and nothing happened in winter at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Maybe I'll tell some awesome ones next week, or you guys give me a topic suggestion down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. It was flawless, not too exciting. Like I said, just backdrop for the thing. If you guys enjoyed this series and want me to do more, let me know down in the comments section. Next week will be, different games, not just Battlefield. I'll incorporate different gameplay into TGIF. I think it's going to be awesome. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. And now, just in case you guys missed, here is Thursday's commentary. It was regarding all the new changes I'm adding into my channel. It was part 2 of a kind of, overview of what I'm doing. Make sure you guys go check this video out. I made some requests in that video. If you missed it, remember, go watch it. Twitter and Facebook, and if you guys have yet to, make sure you subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.